Voters are heading to the polls in Nevada for the Republican and Democratic primaries today. But former President Donald Trump and former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley are not directly facing off. Haley is on the ballot for today's primary, but the GOP frontrunner is on the ballot for the GOP caucuses later this week. This as the former president has begun to field questions about who he's considering for vice president, should he win the nomination. CBS News campaign reporter Olivia Rinaldi is here to break down the latest in Nevada. Olivia, why, first of all, let's try to understand this, isn't Trump's name on the ballot for Nevada and he's doing the caucuses?
Yeah, hi, Lily. As you mentioned, it's just been a very busy news day, and there's also a presidential primary happening today. And you mentioned Trump is not on the ballot for that primary, but that's because he's participating in the caucus, which is in 2 days. The reason why the caucus is crucial is because that's where those delegates will actually be awarded. Nevada has 26 delegates to give to the GOP candidate running for president, and the party has decided that only the person who's participating in that caucus will receive those candidates. So Nikki Haley is participating in the primary, which is happening today. Even if she were to win that, it's largely symbolic. She's not going to win anything from that that will really help her in her quest to win the nomination.
I see. Most of her efforts seem to be on South Carolina at the moment. But let's talk about the other thing that I teased there. Even though the primary is still ongoing, there's a lot of questions about who Trump would pick as his VP. What have you heard?
Yeah, I've heard that this is actually the question I get asked the most, is who is Donald Trump going to pick as his running mate? And what I can tell you is we're probably not going to know this very soon. This is something that Trump is likely going to drag out for a long time. Most often, we really don't know who a president picks to be their running mate until the nominating conventions in the summer. I've been told by people within Trump's circle to expect that to be the same precedent here that he will follow. However, there are some names that he has teased. One of those names being Senator Tim Scott. You just saw him on the screen right there. He's the senator from South Carolina, who was picked by former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley when she was governor of that state to be a vice presidential pick. That's someone that Trump brings up unprompted when he's asked about that. So that tells me that's someone he's considering and someone he's talking about. A few women who are on that list are Rep. Elise Stefanik. She's the #4 Republican in the House right now who has a good relationship with Donald Trump. She's someone that is seen as a loyalist to Trump and someone that will be rewarded for that loyalty. Also on that list, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, the governor of Arkansas right now. She's the youngest governor in the nation. She's someone that Trump has had a long relationship with, as she was his press secretary during his first administration. Also, Kristi Noem. She's the governor of South Dakota right now, someone that Trump also likes to bring up. And to her north, Doug Burgum, who is a former presidential candidate who's the governor of North Dakota, someone that Trump could see possibly being in the cabinet, and he's teased that before. Also, Dr. Ben Carson, another Trump loyalist who was part of his first administration. So all these people are folks that Trump likes to bring up in private and ask questions about. What do people think? Was this someone you could see being on the ticket with him? And what he's concerned about most is someone who could jump into that role on day one. That's someone he talks about. Something he talks about as being important to him, that if something were to happen to take him off the ballot or out of the Oval Office, would this person be able to step in? That is something he's focused on, and these are names we can report that he is interested in.
Interesting. Olivia Rinaldi, thanks so much.
Thank you.